What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new YouTube video. You guys see the title. Today we're going to be talking about my main source of income. Now, guys, you probably are watching this and you've probably seen my print-on-demand videos. You've probably seen the Redbubble videos, the Teespring videos, the TeePublic videos. We're going to eventually get into Teespring and we'll talk about it like on a bigger level soon. Zazzle, maybe I posted a few videos, but nothing too crazy. We do have a Zazzle course. I mean, there's a lot of content around print-on-demand. And to the person who maybe doesn't watch my channel frequently and doesn't know too much about me, maybe you guys don't know that print on demand is not my main source of income. It's not. In fact, it's nowhere near my main source of income. In fact, what my main source of income actually is blogging. It's making money off of blogs, off of SEO. Now, to be clear, I'm not some sort of blogging crazy freak expert with SEO, right? I just, I can hold my own. I'm good at doing my own projects with that kind of stuff. Now, to be clear, when I'm talking about SEO, when I'm talking about blogging, when I'm talking about creating niche sites, I'm talking about things that produce for me an income. I'm not talking about things that I've read in a book. I'm not talking about things that I watch people do on YouTube. I'm not talking about things that I read in forums. I'm talking about my personal experiences only. Now, to be clear, for me, it is the way I make my money. It is the thing that supports me, supports my income, supports all that. And we could just, put it together and say marketing knowledge plus SEO plus website design, all that kind of aspects together comes together and creates an internet-based business. Now, with that being said, creating a niche site is really the best way to categorize it because the income is really all comes from the traffic, right? And the traffic comes from the blogs. But the income comes different ways. So I have like affiliate marketing inside the blog post. I might have just make money off the ads. I might make money off selling certain products. To give you guys an example, I have a blog that's all about mental health. And that mental health blog, we sell a journal, a mental health journal. That's an example of a blog that produces income for us just in that kind of world. Now, to be clear, what I'm trying to say is I have a portfolio of these blogs. And one of those blogs is a treadmill review website, treadmill review not blog post, but niche site, right? Now, this is a site that I've worked on for probably 2 years now. And one of the, I guess you could say, one of the sites that you're seeing here on screen right here, right now, is one of my personal websites. Now, I'm not going to share which one it is, but I can tell you that this is something that has been producing a large amount of income for me for a long time now, along with other blog sites or other websites, niche sites, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of names for it, but the names are irrelevant. I figured I'd make this video because I want to share that the first skill I really learned was doing some sort of SEO, some sort of traffic acquisition that didn't really cost me per click or cost me per impression, per 1,000 impressions. The reason why I say that is because my very first business, like I said, was me selling products in the fitness space, and I had to figure out, okay, how am I going to get traffic? Because I can't afford ads. I can't afford to lose money on ads. So I got to figure it out. What am I going to do? I wasn't even in social media at the time. So I figured, okay, what's the one most valuable thing? When somebody searches something on Google, I want my website to show up. And that's really where the journey took me. Now, that's something that I could say that will benefit probably every single person who goes down that journey. If you go down that journey and you try to learn how to get your website to essentially generate traffic, it's probably I don't want to say it's the hardest thing out there, but it's definitely the most fulfilling, at least financially. Now, the reason why I'm even mentioning this is because I don't want people to think on my YouTube channel that my main source of income is print on demand. In fact, it's a total opposite. Print on demand for me is a side hustle. I think I've spoken about this before, but I don't know how many times I've said it, but me doing 60 designs a day for Redbubble, uploading to other sites, doesn't really take me too much time to, at all. We're talking, this is the first thing that I do almost every single day, or it's the last thing. It doesn't take too much time. So what I'm trying to say here is maybe you guys can look in the I guess you could say the avenue, the world of starting a blog and making money. The biggest lie in the world of blogging, in the world of just making passive income in general, is when somebody says it doesn't work and they write off a method entirely. They say, nope, it doesn't work. It's impossible. It's too saturated. It's too competitive. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. These are individuals who unfortunately haven't tried doing it the right way. And I had a choice when I first started, was to either do or die, be successful or have your brand die off and, achieve nothing. And for me, guys, that really wasn't much of a choice for me. I didn't have a plan B. So business was plan A. And for me, Google SEO was the main thing. I consumed so much SEO courses, books when I had the money, but in the beginning, I was testing everything. I was trying everything. And what I learned was some of the courses were BS, some of the books were BS, some of the books were just crap, and some of the courses were crap. But to say that, the method doesn't work, I can only come here and say that it does because I put myself through those kind of, I guess you could say, those trials, learning everything and doing everything. So with that being said, I would encourage everybody here watching this to give blogging a shot, give SEO a shot. I've spoken about this before. If you have watched my YouTube channel consistently, one of the most powerful ways to promote a Redbubble store for everybody who watches me, the print-on-demand stores, the TeePub, all this kind of stuff, is starting a blog. I've spoken about this because I've said you want a method that literally costs almost no money. I mean, just a monthly fee to run a website for hosting. Start a blog. Start a blog where you promote your niche site, your niche store, the print-on-demand store, and it will work. It will work. I have personal experience doing this. With that being said, the hardest thing with this is the patience. It is the idea that you're going to have to create blogs every single day and find some results of it. Now, what I will say is more than 99% of the people will not be able to deal with that aspect. It just won't. And it's not to insult, it's not to degrade, but I'm just speaking facts because we see from websites that there's only a few number of websites that can, in a search, that can stay at the top and maintain the top. When I say them in top, I'm talking about the top of the search results. We're talking positions 1 through 5. Even 5 is not that good, but it's still profitable. I mean, even position number 8 is profitable. The thing is what you don't want to do is you don't want to try something for a week, 2, 3 weeks and say, oh, it's not going to work. Especially with SEO, blogging, and Google, you need to give your website at least a year, at least in my opinion, before you say, I'm going to hang this up, I'm finished. The reason why I say that, like I said, is because this is one of those things that take a long time to get things done. With Redbubble, I can create a shirt right now, and if somebody happens to search for the same niche and they happen to see my design, I could get a sale the same hour, the same day. It has happened before millions of times. I don't want to say millions because then I'll be exaggerating. Hundreds of times, so I'm not exaggerating. That's a realistic number. Hundreds of times it's happened. With blogging, there's never been a time where I created a blog and the next day or the next hour, it's been on Google. In fact, it's taken weeks and months for that to happen. And when I say be on Google, I'm talking about the rankings, guys. I'm not talking about being on page 55 where nobody's seeing you. At the end of the day, that doesn't matter. I run a portfolio of blogs. That's really what takes up the day-to-day bulk of my work effort, right? That's what I do. And anything that I'm interested in, anything that I like, is the blog topics that I have on. With that being said, I'm gearing up to start a whole bunch more new blog topics. Every year I kind of do this. I get like a whole bunch of different domains. I buy them and either hire it out, work on them a little bit, manage them, where I'm running multiple sites at once. We have a portfolio of over 40-something sites right now. 20 of them let me rephrase that. We have a portfolio of over 60-something sites. 40 of them are producing income. The other 20 are not. Okay, so that's what I mean to say. 40 of them are actually producing income. The others aren't. They're like, it's fun and games, basically. And some of them I've discontinued. Some of them I will essentially resurrect from the dead once I get back into this, new stage of blogging, where every year what I do is, and I've been doing this for about 3 years now, where towards the summer, towards the closer to September, is when I'll create these certain blogs, and I'll keep working on them till the next year. And by then, they've all started producing income, and I'll work on a new group. What I intend to do one day is sell like a collection of blogs in one shot. Now, who knows when that's going to happen? It could be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 30 years from now. Who knows? But that's just something that I plan on doing. And some blogs make a small income as, $70, $100, $20, $50, $90 a month. Some others do much, 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 much more. We're talking, in the thousands. But the point is, if you guys actually want to see, I made a video showing a blog's income before. Because everybody kept saying, please show us, and this was when, get 20 views a video, and I showed it. I showed the video, and I showed how much income it produced. If you want to see it, go ahead and check it out. I'm not really sure where it is. I know it's there for a fact, though. You could check it out. But with that being said, I just figured I'd make this video to not only encourage, but to motivate. If you guys are looking to make other sources of income, dive into it. Nothing's going to be handed to you, but you got to be a little curious. Go take a look and research, and you never know what you might stumble on. For some people watching this, maybe they've tried print on demand really, really hard, and they kept going at it. But for some reason, whatever the case may be, it just doesn't work for them. Maybe in a different scenario, they'll try something like blogging, and they're able to wait 6 to 8 to 10 months to see some results. I don't know. What I will say is that if you don't find success with print on demand, it's highly unlikely, in my opinion, that you will succeed with SEO, blogging, etc. The only reason why I say that is because it takes longer to succeed with blogging than it does with print on demand. And I'm not saying that, like I said, to discourage. I'm just saying that for you guys to be aware of the ideas behind it. But blogging, I'm going to say straight up right now, probably the most profitable business out there of the internet. Aside from the pharmaceutical industry, I think blogging is the most profitable because it doesn't cost that much. It's really just a matter of effort, and it's really controllable. Google, at the end of the day, chooses who's the best content. You can control your content being the best. Obviously, backlinks and things like that do help. Not as much as they used to, but they still do help. It's a big thing. But it's really straightforward. It's a very, very straightforward type of business, and I highly recommend anybody to get into it if they're thinking about it. I just figured I'd make this video. Maybe this question is on your mind, so I figured I'd make the video. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.